That's exactly what we're talking about. Because according to our friends in Washington, we need to be always vigilant against terrorists. And what is a terrorist? Well, can you compare a Jamie Dimon to your garden variety terrorist? Are they willing to kill themselves and others for their cause? Yeah. Do they think they're doing God's work? Oh yeah. Do they use weapons of mass destruction, in this case weapons of mass financial destruction? Absolutely. And I had some really interesting insight into this mentality. A while back, this is a story we're working on, by the way. The team of Max Keiser and Stacy Herbert. Show her your bling, darling. Show her your bling. There it is. Silver. Crash JP Morgan buy silver. So this big JP Morgan stock, $140 on the New York Stock Exchange. They've got 90 trillion in derivatives that are either on the books or not on the books. This is a liability waiting to happen. This is a story that you and I and the people all over the world can participate in destroying this company by simply buying some silver. Now, I guess I should review this a little bit. How many here? There you go. Hold up your silver. There you go, sir. Thank you very much. I hear the clink. There you go.
Silver Keiser.
There's some silver. There's a silver Keiser. My own face on it. That's good. $200 on eBay. But when JP Morgan attacked Bear Stearns a couple of years ago during that fake crisis of 2008 that they manufactured, they inherited a $3 billion short position on silver, and they've been keeping it on their books all this time, trying to, dodge and hide and juke and jive, and no, we're going to report in this quarter. And meanwhile, we are taking some physical off the market, and as we take that physical off the market, the price, of course, appreciates. When this thing got started back 18 months ago or so, the price of silver was about $26 an ounce. Thanks to the crash JP Morgan buy silver campaign, the price got up to 50. Then it got pulled back. There was a massive attack. They used basically naked short sells. They used weapons of mass financial destruction. They kill the price, they attack the price, but nevertheless, the silver is at the base of the entire Ponzi scheme that is Morgan. It is really the collateral upon which this massive inverted pyramid of fraud sits, and with every ounce that's taken off the market, you're taking $100 to $200 or more, attacking their balance sheet. And here's the great thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, is once this bank crashes, and it sets in motion a chain reaction crashing banks all over Wall Street and all over the world, destroying the paper Ponzi scheme. Dollar crashes, silver's at $500, we've got the money, now they can say, fuck you! We've got the money at that point, and they're holding the worthless crap. Here's some other really good news. I love to keep track of all the news as it comes over the tape, all the excitement. Sometimes you have to look far afield to get your good news. This is out of China. Here's the headline. Death penalty for bankers. We've already got a death penalty, let's use it! So in China, this woman was caught defrauding investors out of $37 or $37 million. So the state thought it would be a good idea to execute her. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called a deterrent. That's exactly what's missing from the system today, is that we have no adequate deterrence. When someone like Diamond steals $1.2 billion from MF Global. I mean, that was outright theft. And this is where everybody in this room should be concerned, because it's no longer just bankers ripping off bankers, but bankers ripping off retail customers from MF Global. They reached into the balance sheet of this bank and stole $1.2 billion from segregated accounts. These are accounts that could have been at your JP Morgan Chase bank account. And as this thing collapses, don't kid yourself, they will be looking at these accounts and taking this money out of your account, and they will claim things like, well, it's in the best interest of the banking system, otherwise there would be systemic collapse, it's a national security, we needed to provide liquidity, we're making a market. Those are all euphemisms for fuck you, we got ours, now fucking die in the mud, you bastard. And that's the kind of, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's completely intolerable. So China, of course, being progressive, a progressive communist state, figured out, you know what, why don't we just kill these fuckers? And, you know, they mention in here that this woman, Wu Ying, you know, it's appropriate here we are in Chinatown. I just thought of it. Yeah, of course. They got the best act in town right here, my show, and they're killing bankers. Okay. So she says that they refer to the fact that they were involved in the underground economy. Now, what is the underground economy? But other than what we hear every single day by people on Wall Street who also talk about the shadow banking system. Anytime somebody says that they are referring to or interested in or involved with the shadow banking system, doesn't that a little bit already kind of get you curious about why is there a shadow banking system? I mean, do we really need a shadow banking system? Oh, by the way, it's 14 trillion in size, which is about the same GDP of the United States economy. So we have an entire shadow banking system shadowing our economy. Is that something that we really need? Would you think that that's possible? This is where all of these deals go down that end up covering those massive losses, these bets that go bad, that of course we end up paying for, and it results in, of course, record bonuses on Wall Street, record bonuses in the financial industry, and more talk of austerity. Austerity. Now in the UK, austerity is a... I'll put on my cool flippy glasses. CSI Wall Street. That's kind of... So, in the UK, where the austerity is the stated policy. It's not, in the US they have bailouts and stimulus packages and food stamps. And by the way, who's the biggest purveyor of food stamps in America? Walmart. Well, who finances all those food stamps? JP Morgan, exactly. So they bankrupt counties like Jefferson County, Montgomery County. They disenfranchise countries. They're involved in Greece. They put people on the street. Athens people are blowing their brains out, and now they've got some food stamps to sell you. So in the UK, you know, they're already on austerity. So this is something that we can look forward to possibly here. Times are hard, but they may have to get harder before the austerity sandwich, which scientists have acclaimed as the cheapest lunch in Britain, becomes a hit. It consists of 2 slices of bread surrounding a filling of another slice of bread. Although the middle slice is toasted and sprinkled with salt and pepper and a dash of butter, it's hard to see many mouths watering at the prospect. The recipe, such as it is, was originally devised by the renowned Victorian food writer Mrs. Beanton. It's considered by the Royal Society of Chemistry as the most economic lunch. The austerity sandwich contains 330 calories, and it goes on. So this is something we can all look forward to as we embrace the consequences of the outright propagation of fraud and malfeasance dressed up as a business model, as it is working its way through our system. And don't have any illusions about how massive a problem this is. As the overall economy continues to shrink, the financial sector continues to grow. the need to keep interest rates artificially low continues to be of paramount importance by the Federal Reserve Bank. Why are interest rates near 0%? Well, the reason interest rates are near 0% is a program by economists called financial repression. They've got a name for it. You can look it up on your Wikipedia. It's called financial repression. This is when the industry, the financial industry, engineers, through financial engineering, the wholesale transference of billions and hundreds of billions of dollars from savers, people like your mom, your dad, who thought they were going to live on 4 or 5% income on their retirement account, on their savings account, are now looking at 0%. That's $800 billion last year in the U.S. alone was transferred out of their account into the account of speculators on Wall Street as a way to make the cost of their funds when they are speculating as cheap as possible, because they don't want to spend a nickel in interest borrowing money to make outrageous bets, whether it's they're trying to crash the housing market, they're trying to crash Greece, they're trying to crash Montgomery County, they're trying to crash this economy, other economy. They don't want to spend a nickel in interest costs. They want money as cheaply as possible. And when they make a mistake, of course, do they have to pay for that mistake? No! They pay zero. That mistake is dispersed through the economy through austerity, socializing the mistakes, capitalizing on the gains. It's a total two-tier system. And this is what we saw today with J.P. Morgan. Now, J.P. Morgan, let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the beginning, really, at the end, in a lot of ways, for Morgan. We have lit the fuse on Morgan today. I honestly believe this. I think we're now counting down to the destruction of J.P. Morgan. Whoa!
Tapeworm. Morgan. Tapeworm. Tapeworm.
Can you start us off?
I'm Jimmy Diner! I'm a tapeworm! I'm creating luxury! I come out of your household and steal all your fucking money! I'm a parasite! I can nobody but her! And that is the business model. It says so in the prospectus. On the 10K and the 10Q, we're fucking parasites. We're tapeworms. And of course, you know, everybody has parasites. You know, they're in their intestines. They're doing their job. You know, you cohabitate with them. But they don't run your entire body. They don't run your brain. But in the U.S. somehow we've been told that we need parasites to run the entire economy. We need dressed up tapeworms like Jamie Time and a tapeworm with a tie. Sitting down with Tim Geithner and Ben Bernanke, deciding another parasite, another tapeworm, deciding, you know, how to best manage this economy. Yeah, let's keep interest rates down to 0%. Let's make sure Granny doesn't get any money every month so that this freaking speculator on Wall Street can get some more cheap funds and make some outrageous bets that they have no intention of paying off and they lose. Now, I think the countdown has been, I think that the fuse has been lit on Jamie Dimon. And that stock is now in serious disarray. And I'd like to keep a list of various transgressions. Oh, maybe I'll do this first. This is always fun. These are, give these away. These are good. These are your Obama bucks. Hey! Obama bucks for everybody. I'm Barack Obama. I love Larry Summers, Tim Geithner, Ben Bernanke. I'll never put them in jail. They fund my campaign. The Obama buck stops here. The Obama buck is flowing. There's a typical collateralized debt obligation creation. I'm rich. I just made $1 billion in fees. Don't worry, the taxpayer will clean that up. Get the taxpayer here to lick that up on all fours. Come on in here, taxpayer. Lick up this strap on the floor, you dirty mongrel taxpayer. Fuck you! I hate you! I have contempt for society. I have contempt for the Constitution. I'm a banking parasite tapeworm, and I say, I'm king, and you're a fucking star, and I hate you! Alright, so, speaking of scumbags,